So an image started circulating on Twitter and Instagram very quickly of an image of movie Megatron done in a very different style than we were familiar with before. And these were images that came from Prime One Studio in their concept art department. And it was something that was potentially going to be made into a figure. Now, unfortunately, what happened was when this image surfaced, it started getting a whole bunch of traction and going all over Twitter. And by the time I even saw what happened and saw what the image was, I was like, whoa, guys, slow down here. This is not what everyone thinks it is. And I just want to kind of get to the bottom of it. So this image here, everyone's been saying, oh, this is movie Megatron, how he was supposed to look in the Bumblebee movie. But what it really is anyone who was paying attention back in, like, I think it was like 2015, I mean, we saw this all over the news. This was more concept design art by Josh Nizzi. Now, for people who don't know who Josh Nizzi is, Josh Nizzi was the guy who pretty much put together a lot of movie designs and concept designs from Revenge of the Fallen onward, and he kind of stopped working on the movie designs in The Last Knight. And he was hired by Aaron Archer, and later on brought on to do all the movie stuff with Michael Bay. And he would go on to do the Jet Optimus, Jetfire, movie Megatron, and like this is all Revenge of the Fallen, the RC twins, Sideways, Soundwave, the Dynasty of the Primes. He would go on to do Dark of the Moon, which again, Megatron, Shockwave, Soundwave, Dino, Leadfoot, Topspin, Roadbuster, Crankcase, Crow. I mean, I'm literally listing almost the entire cast here of new characters for every movie. Even in Age of Extinction, he gave us our classic, you know, G1 looking Optimus Prime in Age of Extinction. He did Grimlock, he did Slug, he did the KSI boss. And then finally, when he did The Last Knight, he did Megatron there, Barricade, World War II Bumblebee, World War II Hot Rod, Nitro Zeus, Infernicus, Onslaught, Berserker. I mean, I could go on and on. But this design that's shown here was just one of many designs that was intended where, how is Megatron going to look in The Last Knight? And this was one design that was potentially going to be used. So I don't know, somewhere along the line, someone said that this was going to be used for the Bumblebee movie. And I can understand the belief of that because Bumblebee movie stuff is very G1 inspired. And I could see when you look at this, well, it's got the shoulder cannon that's very G1 inspired. And it almost has like the bucket head, but still kind of harkens to his movie design that's the more round head and stuff. And yet I love the cape with the treads. And, you know, that's clearly because he was going to be a tank again. But, I mean, this clearly isn't. This was, again, it was a Josh Nizzi design done by Prime One Studios, but it was done in 2015 for the Last Knight movie. We do kind of know what the movie designs were going to be anyways for movie Megatron in Bumblebee. At least that's what we kind of assume. And the best way to see that is to pick up Bumblebee movie Megatron from the tiny turbo changers. And we talked about this on the podcast in the past. And I mean, it's not the best way to get an indication, but it gives you a pretty good idea that he was going to have that classic bucket head, the arm cannon, the gray in all the right places, a little bit of a purple chest going on there. I don't know what's, you know, maybe it's hearkening to the Classics toy or some other Megatrons that kind of sported like purple in different areas. But I mean, that's probably the closest we're going to get at this time of what a movie Megatron was supposed to look like in the Bumblebee movie. Maybe we'll see him in a future sequel. I mean, we'll see what Toy Fair tells us when it comes to the movie-verse and what might be happening. But this image that has been circulating around, I just want to get it straight that this isn't Bumblebee Megatron. Bumblebee movie Megatron. Isn't this confusing the way we say all of this? This isn't Bumblebee movie Megatron. This is a 2015 design for the Last Knight movie.